This is how Amorim's chaos ball works. On paper, they are playing with an attacking trio that is expected to act like a front three. But with fluid positioning, they can have an extra midfielder during these long ball situations. This means there are more center players to win the ball. In an ideal case, this can be a 2 versus 1 against the opposition second ball winner. From a defensive point of view, United have a compact back three and a dedicated defensive midfielder to protect the center. With two potential second ball winners against the opposition's one, they have a higher probability of winning it. If the ball is won, the structure gives two escape outlets in the wing backs who can be used for quick ball progression. So Amorim uses the center players as chaos creators. The chaos will create a high pressure zone that attracts more opposition players. Now Amorim will release the pressure he created through chaos using the escape outlets. In an ideal case, the second ball should land in the midfield. But if it lands on the back line, the ball can still be launched into the air to maintain the chaos. Again, they have that 2 versus 1 to win the second ball. In a normal scenario, it could be a proper physical target man like Sesko in place of Mbomo, and Cunha would go high to occupy the half space. This means Bruno would be in a 1 versus 1 against Sobeslai, and it would be a 50-50 duel to win the second ball. We can't expect Casemiro to join Bruno, as his priority will be to protect the backline. But here Cunha's fluid positioning in the midfield give them a second ball advantage against Soberslide. It's not ideal to use Mbumu as the target man, but here his presence can create that second ball. From a technical point of view, both Bruno and Cunha thrive in these chaotic situations, and especially Cunha is good in such duels. So the conditions are more favorable for United. And if they win it, Bruno is quick in releasing the pressure using the escape valves. The sequence ended up as a goal thanks to the double attacking threat of Mbomo and Amar. By having two dribblers on the same side, Amorim can get the best out of these transitional situations. If it was a wingback who could not dribble, this goal might not have happened. So whenever the center players win the second ball, they can quickly create a counterattack using the double threat of Amad and Mbomo. Here again we have Cunha and Mbomo together to win the second balls, and there are two runners against the centre backs. It's a chaotic situation to deal with. Even though Bruno lost the duel, the presence of a dedicated defensive midfielder helps them win the second ball. Now the escape valve can be used to progress the play. Here the double threat of two dribblers has already made the opposition vulnerable. It's too risky for the fullback to jump upon Amad, as he can release Mbomo for a 1v1 against the isolated centre back. When the fullback jumped on Amad in another situation, their entire backline was exposed as Mbomo was played. In another instance, Amad couldn't play him due to a non-optimal pass from Cunha, but still the centre back could exploit this 1v1. Now again it's Cunha available as the second ball winner against a vulnerable backline. It should be noted that Cunha was seen on the left side at the start of the sequence, and he has drifted to the right now. This idea of giving his attacking players the freedom to move around is making the system work. Amorim isn't restricting Cunha to one area. Instead, he is allowed to feed on these chaotic situations. Here Cunha is positioned in his original zone, and this means they don't have that third midfielder to win the second ball. We already saw how Bruno and Cunha operated together in the first two sequences. In this one, Casemiro could have easily been overloaded by Szoboszlai and Isan, but luckily United managed to escape it. The probability of winning those second balls can only be maximized if Cunha is there, but that's not always the case, and sometimes you have to rely on luck, which is not ideal. Keeping that aside, the key positive is how they can use Amad as an escape path during the second ball situations. It's a cheat code to gain territory and attack the final third. The other underrated aspect is how their build-up structure naturally forces the opposition to press high. The build-up base will attract at least two players. The ball side wing-back will be pressed, and the central duo of defensive midfielder and the centre-back will definitely be closed down. Now United have three attackers to pin the backline, and Bruno as that free midfielder. This means there will be a disconnection between the pressing block and the backline. This is the area of uncertainty where chaos can be very beneficial. Whenever the opposition is pressing aggressively, the keeper can simply launch an aerial ball into this area of uncertainty, and United have a better chance of winning the second balls. As said earlier, once the second ball is won, they are too good at releasing the runners. I am not saying they can win every second ball, but still Amorim's willingness to utilize chaos is bringing the best out of Cunha and Bruno, and this leads to more dangerous balls being fed to Mbumo and Amar. I really like the versatility within Amorim's system, as he is experimenting with both control and chaotic attacks. And like every system, it has its own limitations.